The Price of Gold. In the heart of Nairobi, where the streets echoed with ambition and the skyline shimmered with promises, lived a young man named Tim. At 24, he was the kind of person who believed in building dreams from scratch. He didn't come from wealthies. Father was a retired school teacher, and his mother sold second-hand clothes at the Gikomba market. However, he had a mind that calculated numbers faster than a calculator, and a heart that beat for only one thing: Sarah. Sarah was poetry in motion. She laughed with her eyes and had a warmth that made even the coldest evenings in Westlands feel like summer. They met in university. He was studying economics, and she was studying architecture. They bonded over shared cups of cheap tea and late-night conversations about changing the world. "We'll grow together," she used to say, resting her head on his shoulder as they sat on a campus bench. "We'll build everything together, brick by brick." And Tim believed it. But dreams, like old shirts, sometimes don't fit when you grow too fast. After graduating, Tim landed an internship at a fast-growing fintech company. He worked like a man possessed. Nights turned into mornings, weekends disappeared, and soon he wasn't just an employee, he was the head of strategy. His paycheck tripled, then quadrupled. He began attending meetings in glass towers, wearing tailored suits and Italian leather shoes. At first, Sarah was proud. She would stay up, waiting for him to come home, cook for him, and ask about his day. But gradually, she noticed a shift. Their conversations became transactional, their laughter became rare, and their time together became borrowed. Tim started attending parties with investors, mingling with CEOs' daughters, and traveling to Dubai and London for meetings. Meanwhile, Sarah still designed homes for middle-class families, and her idea of luxury was a good coffee machine. One evening, after weeks of barely seeing each other, Sarah invited him to a quaint rooftop restaurant place where they had their first official date. He arrived late, 45 minutes late, still on a call, still distracted. He barely noticed the effort she had put into her dress or how her eyes lit up when she saw him. She handed him a small brown envelope. "What's this?" he asked, still scrolling through his emails. "My final design project. The one I wanted you to see. You promised you'd give me feedback." He looked at it, nodded, and tucked it into his briefcase without opening it. That was the last straw. Later that night, she said what had been building for months. "I don't think you're the man I fell in love with anymore." Tim didn't fight her. He didn't know what to say. He just stood there in silence because deep down he knew she was right. Sarah walked away without another word. For the first time in years, Tim felt poor again. He had everything: money, influence, success. But in his pursuit of wealth, he had lost the only thing that was priceless. Months passed. He kept climbing the corporate ladder, but the higher he went, the lonelier it became. His penthouse had a view of the entire city, but there was no one to share a morning coffee with. His wallet was full, but his heart echoed with silence. One rainy evening, while clearing out his old files, he found that brown envelope, the one Sarah had given him. Inside were her blueprints, a beautiful eco-home designed for young, working-class couples. And at the bottom, scribbled in her neat handwriting, were the words, "Designed for Tim and Sarah, our dream." Tears welled in his eyes for the first time in years. That night, he realized something crucial. Wealth can buy you comfort, but not connection. Power can earn you respect, but not love. And time, once gone, doesn't provide refunds. From that day forward, Tim changed. He started a non-profit fund for young architects, naming it the Sarah Foundation. He stepped down from his executive role and began mentoring startups. He started walking again, sitting at cafes and taking a moment to breathe. He never saw Sarah again, but in every young couple who built a home because of the foundation, in every design sketch submitted by a hopeful student, he saw her. Though she was gone, her love never left him. It lived on in blueprints, in bricks, and in a heart that finally remembered what it meant to feel.